Hello and welcome to ARCA. We are here at Legacy Phoenix for another ARCA race this week. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but we are here as the number one in a 2.8K strength of field. A little bit nervous about this one. Last time I came to Legacy Phoenix, it didn't go too well, but this is my redemption, I guess, trying to have a good run here at Legacy Phoenix. I've been able to have a good run with the Gen 4 since my big mistake in that league race, and been able to do decent in the next league race in that series. So I guess this is the final hurdle in terms of getting over that terrible mistake I made. Well, we got to get the job done. So we will see what we could do. First thing first is qualifying. We also got Bob in here. He's got a YouTube channel. I recognized his name. So cool to race with him. I know he does a lot of road stuff, but also some oval things as well, obviously, like here in ARCA. I've watched some of his videos before. Good stuff. So definitely always looking for more iRacing content. That's a good place to find some.
Green flag, green flag.
And, hopefully we'll be able to get it to stick here on this qualifying lap.
29.21. The leader has just done a 28.68.
Seems like this Legacy Phoenix here, you really want to try to keep it around the bottom for the hot laps. Seems like where you get most of your time. I feel like that was a pretty solid lap. We'll see if we can do anything more on lap 2. Maybe drive in even a little bit harder. See what happens. Ooh, definitely slid a lot through 1 and 2 there. I don't know. I probably pushed a little bit too hard. Looks like we could have pushed a little bit harder through 3 and 4 last lap, so maybe that'll give us a better one this time around. Nope, just slightly slower. But I'll definitely take something in the 4s. Seems like that's about where the fast guys were running, so we'll probably get ourselves a nice Q effort here. Maybe be bumped down to 2nd or 3rd. But for now, on the pole, looking pretty good. I noticed in practice we actually are getting on the right rear, which is super cool. The setups have been pretty nice lately on iRacing, the default setups. Gotta give credit where it's due. A lot of the races I've been doing, granted not all of them, but a lot of the races I've been doing, the setups have been balanced or even more on the right rear, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. And the longest run I did in practice, I ended up with 93.91. So, pretty happy with the approach I'm taking, I think. The race might not be long enough to have any huge consequences for tire wear, but it's already feeling a little bit looser right now, so I could be wrong. Only a couple of laps here into this little qualifying practice session I'm doing. The officials are yelling, "Get off the track, the next guy's got to qualify." Now I hear running laps. Gotta catch me first. But we've only got ourselves about... Oh, actually, we got more time than I thought. We still got a minute 20. So we are going to stay out here. Forget you, officials. I'm like the guy that stole the pace car that one time. Back in the 70s or whatever. But I have also noticed that it might just be clean track. But there was a little bit more grip there for qualifying. That's why I hit an all-time best, I think. But despite that, I think the track is actually hotter. Because I'm noticing less grip out here overall. So I think the track got cleaned off, and that gave us some better grip for like the initial couple of laps. But I'm starting to notice while out here a little bit longer, track's got a little bit less grip in it, so maybe that will translate to needing to take care of the tires more. So maybe we will be a little bit easier on the exits to make sure that we're able to keep our grip and keep getting good runs out of the corner for longer. Our P1 holding up right now with about 15 seconds to go, so we might actually get to start on pole on this one. Cool, good stuff, good start. We'll see if we can keep it during the race. The 19 with a really solid qualifying lap. Gonna start on our outside, assuming this holds.
That's the end of the session.
And it does,
Pole position.
sweet.
Well done, mate.
Bob there starting 13th, good luck to him. I really don't recognize very many of the names here. I don't know if I'm racing at a different time than usual. Maybe it's just because it's Tuesday. I don't always race on Tuesdays. I don't know. I moved my brake bias to 60. I originally had it at 57. But because it's getting on the right rear, and I felt like I could use a little bit more stability, I bumped it up a few percent. But I do like having that ability to turn in with the brakes more than the steering wheel itself. So I guess let's get in the car and get ready.
We ought to win
One
this.
to go.
45
Next
laps
time,
coming
you'll be
up.
lining up on the inside. Closed. Pit road is closed.
89.
Session last lap ready.
The estimated SOF is
Strength of field 2841, so even though we are the one car, still a pretty decent strength of field. I'm surprised our 4.8k is enough to bring us to the number one car. Usually there's at least one or two guys that have got like the 8 billion or whatever. But those guys are racing something else at the moment, I guess.
5 cars left to grid.
So gonna have the 19 on our outside. It's got that, is that a Chad Little looking scheme there? Can't really tell from here. Reminds me of like the Chad Little 99, I think. Or the 97, or was it? I don't remember. I could be wrong. But he'll be on our outside. Gotta make sure I know where the start-finish line is, since they like to switch it around on us here at Phoenix. And I guess I better make sure I don't spin my tires too, although this car's got so much less power, I don't know if I could if I tried.
You don't get any extra tire sets for this race, so let's be smart out
Alright,
there.
everyone's gridded up, getting ready to get rolling for 45 laps coming up. I kind of take back what I said before. I think tire wear could end up mattering a bit,
Get ready.
so I am going to be a bit careful. No, that's at the DuPont. That's what that is. That's the Jeff Gordon Nicorette or whatever.
Race car speed is
Yeah, that's what that is.
47 miles per hour.
I only saw the green, and that's immediately my mind went to that John Deere car. But now we've got a Jeff Gordon on our outside. I'm of course representing Zevia, the soda that is most importantly purple. As thanks always to Barrett for having made this scheme for me. Really, really cool of him. Is this a first gear start? No, no, no. We are second gear. Way too short of a first gear. But I'm gonna stop yapping quite so much and get focused up. Try to get ourselves a good launch.
Go green, stay focused.
Get this race underway.
Here we
Red
go.
car is off. Green, green, green.
Get a good jump. Maybe caught him sleeping a little bit. He will file into second place though. Now comes the time to keep it smooth. I think a lot of where you can end up wearing out that right rear is out of the final corner. Feels like you can definitely end up getting the car slid out sideways there. Out of turn 2 as well. But especially with how long the final corner feels, I think you could end up putting a lot of heat into that right rear. But we're going to try to keep it stable instead, not sliding it around. And hopefully be able to keep enough speed to stay up front here. I would like to keep my track position if possible. You wouldn't think draft would be much of a thing at Phoenix, but I'm kind of wondering if it will be, just because of how strong it is with the ARCA car in general. I'm not really sure. I didn't get too much practice around other guys.
New fastest lap for Gordon, 28.50.
Well, definitely getting some rotation through that section of the track as well, so I gotta be careful with that. That 19 keeping up with us just fine right now, though.
Last lap time was
Making sure that I can't get too comfortable. I have to wonder if maybe I'm underdriving a little bit. Someone pitting, so I have to assume there was an accident. Hopefully, Bob made it through that all right. Looks like the 11 in pit lane. I think I'm doing my turn in a little bit early. Need to get a wider entry so I can carry more speed through the mid corner into the first turn. Yeah, not enough grip there. Kind of slid through the mid corner. Track is definitely hot. I forgot to take a look, but I know people were saying that this week the track temps are really high here at Phoenix, which that shouldn't be surprising, being that we're in Arizona. Gonna try to pick up the pace here a little bit, because he is right all over my back bumper.
That was at 29.00.
That's more of what I wanted. Get that speed mid-corner, carry more speed through there. Not smashing the throttle or anything, but just carrying the speed a little bit better. Haven't really felt much change in the car's handling yet. Not too much. We've got 0.2 behind us, 0.6 to third, and then a big gap behind them there. So that's good news. Always nice to know that even if I'm not gonna win the race, I should be able to get myself a nice finish. Assuming nothing goes terribly wrong.
29.03.
I think I could definitely stand to use more of the width of the track exiting the first couple of corners there. Because you got more room than kind of initially feel over there, it feels like. To keep the steering wheel straight and carry speed.
You've just done a 29.06.
Kind of like that. Still think I could have done more, though. Trying to be better about keeping right along that yellow line. I think that is going to just keep being the best way around the track here. Although with the oval refresh phase 1 or whatever, maybe the middle lane will come in if it stays cooler.
Sounds pretty consistent.
But I think that would happen later, if at all. So we got the 19 behind us, the 2's looking pretty fast. I might have to hope that the 19 and he get into a bit of a battle, because otherwise I might be in trouble. I don't know if I'm saving tires well or not. They're definitely staying right behind me. They're not going anywhere. At least not yet. I really do like how that brake bias is helping me get the car turned through the center of the corner. I'm surprised the car's not getting more loose on the exits than I expected. I thought from when I was practicing we'd get more of that feeling than I'm getting right now, but it is still pretty early. Maybe my efforts have worked so far to keep it from sliding out from under us. He's 19 though, he's pretty darn good here at Phoenix. He's a 2.2K iRating guy, but he has given me all the pressure of a 6,000. He's right there, and I underdrove the first couple of corners that time, so he might gain on me. I got a little bit of that oversteer. It's starting to get a little bit wiggly. I'm starting to get that feeling where the right rear's losing grip. Hopefully we are still in a better shape than a lot of other guys. Oh yeah, there it is. Now it's starting to show up. We're not even halfway through this thing, so...
That lap time was 29.36.
In my mind, these ARCA races are sprints, but are they really? I mean, 45 laps, a lot can happen. Oh, what happened to the 19? He was right behind us and then he wasn't. He must have had a moment. I didn't see it in the rear view. Wonder if he got loose right around the time when I'm starting to feel a little bit of a wiggliness. Did they just crash? They did. The two just crashed.
Lap was a 29.47.
I don't know what happened, but they did. No talk over the radio. It looked like he might have gotten loose and spun to the inside, getting battling for second there. We'll find out later for sure. That really stinks for him. He looked like he was in a better spot than the 19 on tires potentially. He could have come up and fought me for the win. But that'd be quite the undertaking if he managed to do it at this point, sitting on pit road. That would be a Bill Elliott level of craziness driving around. Somehow I don't think that happens anymore. Especially in a 45 lap race. It's not over yet though. That 19 does look really good here. I felt like we might be in a better spot with tires, but he only fell back that far because he had some sort of mistake, I think. So we'll keep an eye on that 6/10 gap. See where it's going. And there is still a lot of race to go, so maybe I should be potentially backing it down a little bit. I don't know, I don't really feel like I'm going too crazy hard right now. I feel like I'm doing a decent enough job of not slamming the throttle. I'm using my brakes to get turned into one. Though I could probably stand to slow it down a little bit more. I feel like I'm four tire sliding it just a tiny bit because of the hot track temps.
The car ahead is 1 lap behind.
Maybe I could go a little bit smoother. Oh, he's back to 0.9 now. So I think that's what I got to be doing right now, is making sure I'm staying smooth. Yeah, look at that. That's so much better. That's faster anyway. Smoother inputs, really wrap it around the bottom line. Yeah, that's what I need to be focusing on. That's faster anyway. Here I am, like, trying to stab the brake pedal to get it turning. I think just being smoother with it is going to be serving me better. I think we're gaining on the 19. I don't know if maybe he got He might have had damage at some point. I don't know if he made contact with the 2 when the 2 had his issue, or even exactly what happened to the 19 to bring him back to the 2 in the first
We're
place.
halfway in the race.
It's definitely possible. He could have even just minor damage.
29.59.
It still feels pretty good. It's on the looser side, but that's what I enjoy driving. But I certainly don't mind that.
The gap to P2 behind is increasing.
It's like you can get pretty close to this yellow line here in the final corners without causing much issue. There's not a huge banking change to the apron over there.
You've just done a 29.
So you can get your tires kind of right up on it, and it doesn't hurt you too bad. I overdrove into the corner that time, though, and that sacrificed some of our speed out of the corner. We can't get those left sides right down here, man. That's too much. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was too much. Maybe a tiny, tiny bit. That was too much. I'm learning, okay. I'm learning. It's my first attempt at this week. We do have a lap car coming up that looks like it was in an accident. Hopefully they're able to move out of the way for us. I think they're going to pit road. Played that a bit risky, but felt like I had that under control.
The next car is a lap behind. The gap
Oh, now we got a big gap to the 19. 3.4. So he might have had another moment. Still a heck of a run right now for that 19 to be in P2. Like I said, it's not a terrible strength of field by any means either. 2.8k. I'm kind of rooting for him, man. I mean, unless he wrecked the 2 or something. Then I might not root for him so much, but it was really cool to see a higher car number have a great race. Maybe at a track that really just works for him really well. It's kind of how I enjoy motorsports in general. I always like to root for the underdogs, the lower funded teams. Just how I happen to enjoy taking in the sport. Car still feels fine. There's so little power in this car that even when I'm trying to, or even when I put a little bit more power in the right rear, it's not getting too crazy loose on me. You just feather it a little bit and it works perfectly fine for us. We do have some guys battling for position up ahead that we're coming up to potentially lap. That could get interesting if we do get there before the end of this one. I'd really prefer not to interfere with their race if I can avoid it.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Ooh, a little bit too much speed through 1 and 2 there. There we go, hitting the apron a little bit again. There we go, that was a little bit better, I think. Actually, that was slower than last lap. It felt better, but it was slower.
Not bad, buddy. I think I chopped you there.
Not sure how that works. Yeah, I'm not feeling any issues with the handling, so either I did a good job or the tire wear is not going to be a huge issue, I don't think. We'll see what our tires end up saying at the end, and maybe some other guys will share, and we'll be able to see how we did compared to others.
It's now 4.4 seconds.
don't think we're going to reach these guys in front of us before the end of the race. It doesn't feel like we're catching fast enough. Maybe this one guy that's kind of fallen off of their group, but I don't think we're going to catch the other guys that are still fighting for position. I'm kind of glad about that, because I got loose out of the first corner there. So the right rear is starting to be a little bit of a factor, but I'd much rather be turning a little bit too much than too little. I don't mind having to do a little bit of counter steer. That's fun stuff. We got 4.5 seconds behind us with 10 to go. Sorry, this hasn't been the most exciting of races. We had some company early on, but I think maybe some minor mistakes or something happened. We got some distance. I missed the cactus. Do you think they could just, like, you know, forget accuracy a little bit and put the cactus around turn 1 here? I'm just kidding. I'm definitely just kidding. I think I was making a comment similar to that in the league race right before he destroyed the whole dang field, so hopefully I'm not cursing myself. Speaking of cloud of smoke, so something must have happened. We might not even catch this 18 before the end of it. Yeah, maybe we will. We gained a lot. 3-corner entry right there. But you can see the tire wear is really not much of a thing for us this run. We gained a little bit on the previous lap right there, and it feels like every lap I'm doing just fine, getting near or equal to the previous lap. Kind of just coming down to execution. It doesn't feel like the tire wear is doing that much. I mean, obviously I'm sure we're not running Q laps right now, but you can see we'll probably get a decent exit out of the corner here. Now we're equal to last lap. Why did I gain so much into the corner that time? Uh-oh, where's 18 going? You good? Oh.
Go high. Car outside. Outside is clear.
I don't need to be cutting it that close. Oh, you're being a thrill seeker. It would be entirely my own fault if I accidentally clipped him, but I'm just like, I'm gonna maximize this corner. I'm such a moron.
5 laps to go. Podium is looking good.
There was absolutely no reason for me to even cut that close.
The captain border behind is now 6.6 seconds.
But yeah, why was I like a 10th faster on entry to that lap? Have I been entering turn 1 way too soft? I think I have been.
29.75.
Oh well. I mean, it's been working for us, so is what it is.
Low car up high.
Oh man, lots of wrecks this end of the race. I think I'm going to give him a ton of space this time. See, character growth. Risk assessment. I've got those abilities a little bit. A little bit of risk assessment. Sometimes.
That lap was a 29.82.
How many laps we got going left here? We'll have 2 laps to go at the line coming up. Really love this setup. I think iRacing's been doing a great job with some of these setups. I really like the setup this week here at Phoenix. I feel like it's very well balanced if you approach it carefully. It's got enough rotation that you can get plenty of turn throughout the run, and not too much if you're careful with the throttle just a tiny bit. You don't have to worry about it stepping out from under you too much.
Sorry.
Right now we got a 7.5 second lead.
One more lap.
We're doing
Keep
it
together. We'll win
Shane
this.
Van Gisbergen style
Up
here in ARCA this week.
29.88.
Thanks to Rex.
Down to
That 2 still
increasing
definitely could have
now,
beat me,
8.4
potentially,
seconds.
if he didn't get in a wreck. Feeling pretty good about this one. Replacing those bad memories here at Legacy Phoenix with some better ones. Alright, get the win. Let's watch these guys battle
You won. Yeah, we did it.
on the
You got
final
one
lap.
for $1 million.
19, I'm sorry if I stuffed you, buddy. That was not my intention.
21 and the 9. Oh, I think the 21 lost some ground.
I got looped off the corner, kind of came into your door. It is what it is.
Yeah, I was pedaling coming off there too. I saw you struggling a little bit.
So the 9 able
Okay,
to hold
right,
up the
good.
21.
Bring it on in.
We'll do an extra lap.
That's the end of the session.
We'll do a good race.
Made for an exciting finish for second, third, fourth there.
Oh, dang. They like tied for third. Look at that. What happened to the 19?
Yeah, you ran a good race, Jerry.
Look at that. They like
That's good
tied
stuff,
for
man. You came
third.
back from a ways. You must have found another gear late in the race.
I gotta see this. The 19
Three
lost
car
it all in
came
the
back
final
from a
lap.
Good distance. He was 18th. I started 9th, but I like saving
Oh
tires
no,
and
he
going
got
to the
loose on the
end, you know?
outside. That's what happened there.
Especially on this track. Not sure about this track anyway. Yeah, 3 car, he's pretty quick anyway. I think he's doing a bad qualifying.
Oh, you can tell his right rear is cooked, and he's doing everything he can to try to hold on to it. He nearly spins into the
This is
15.
one of my favorite tracks. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. I miss
He
the
likes
old
to
one.
put it in the outside wall
It's alright on this one too.
rather than spin into the guy. And then these guys basically tied.
That didn't get in on me.
How'd they do that? Oh, the 5 into the wall.
Too unreal.
Oh my gosh, coming to the line. Who had it? The 5, just barely able to hold him off.
Yeah, I'm not.
Exciting finish.
You know, it's not my favorite.
70-65 were our tires. So we were on that right
A
rear.
little bit better than this one. A little too
Definitely feel like I
aero-dependent.
do better
This one's a
whenever
little
I'm
tighter.
able to get on that right rear.
I'll see you on the next one, my man.
Yes, sir. Good race.
All right, get the win. Bob gets 11th, moves up a couple of spots. Had himself a good race, I think. 0x. Clean run. We'll see who maybe didn't have clean runs out here. Unfortunately for them. Oh, we got the camera looking good already. We got a solid jump at the start. What we got? Lap 3. 13, a little bit too far down the track right there. Not sure exactly what transpired there. Oh, I bet the 13 wasn't happy is what happened. There's some history right here, and that history says the 11 slides up into the 13. 13 taking a... Oh, he was on the outside entering the corner. Yeah, that's kind of tough. Their lines kind of just came together because the 13 had to enter high and the 11 low. I don't think that was too egregious on either of them. And then driving hard through turn 2. Kind of just looks like the 13 wrecks him, to be honest with you. I don't know if he intended to, but I don't know why he would be entering that low. I mean, it could have been an accident. He certainly didn't lift for him or try to move to the outside, though. He just runs through him. I don't know if he felt like the 11 wronged him in the first couple of corners, so we kind of just sent him or what. But it's the first thing that happens out here. Next thing is the 18 into the inside wall. That's a cool looking car. Blue and purple. That's like the X-side. That's cool. Good looking car. Then lap 18, this is what happens to the 2. What does that one look like? So the 2 gets around the 19, almost. Oh, and then he slides up a little bit. 19's fighting him. And then the 19 gets loose. The 19 fighting for that spot gets loose on his outside. Gets into him and spins him. So that was on the 19. That really sucks for the 2. I do think he probably would have had a good shot at us had this gone green. He was looking like he was managing his stuff pretty well. Or, you know, it did go green, but you know what I mean. So that really sucks for him. Interesting. 21 just got destroyed right there. So it looks like it starts, the 21 gets loose out of the final corner. He holds on to it though, a pretty decent save. The 17's coming with a huge speed difference. 21 kind of cuts in front of him. I don't know, that's a tough situation. I think the 17's got to at least try not to run into him though. He absolutely destroys him on entry. I'm sure that couldn't have been good to the front of his car either. I mean, maybe he thought the 21 was going to be turning in right there and so he could get to his outside. But he does not quite do it in time. Kind of like just an awkward place for these two cars to meet, but obviously as the 17, the approaching car, you're the one that's got to get by him safely. And that was not necessarily that. And the 21, more troubles out of the final corner, and oh, we got some barrel action. So 21 was just probably over-revving it in the final corners there. Excuse me. And every time you do that, it's only going to get worse the next time around. And this time, he goes and takes a visit to the barrels. Ah, I remember. He's the guy that didn't have the back bumper. That looks familiar. More guys getting loose. Looks like he tried to hold on to it. Yeah, just the longer you slide, the more hot that rear tire is going to get. And the worse it's going to get for you. So I feel like, you know, if I'm driving here and I'm feeling the car get like this, I'm probably lifting off a little bit more so I stop sliding. You know, it might be a little bit slower for now, but you'll keep the tires from getting molten hot. And you'll be able to get it stable again. But here it looks like he's like, you know, I'm just going to drive the bejeebus out of it. Keep my foot in it. And just keep sliding, keep sliding, keep sliding until he's got jelly tires. Looks like he just has trouble holding on to it. There might have been some sort of disconnect there too. Looks like something's wrong with his steering. Might have been fighting it so hard that he disconnected something. Right there-ish. Or right there, maybe. Looks like something might have disconnected. Yanking the wheel too hard. Pulled it off his desk or something, maybe. I've been there. Then the 17. Getting his own bit of loose here. Near the end of the race. So I guess it does look like if you just go a little bit too crazy with those rear tires, you will end up spinning out. You can't just flat foot it on these exits. You gotta be smooth with it. There's me cutting it way too close for no reason. Why did I do that? Why do I do this? Why you do this? I don't know. Like, he could have had a broken car and come up and killed me, but I decided I'm just gonna be like, no, I don't want to waste any time. I'm gonna take the shortest way around. Don't drive like me. There's no reason for it. So the 16, it looks like a lot of guys just having the same issue. They're just fighting through the loose and making things harder on themselves. What you're probably not seeing is the fact that he's probably done this several times on exit in the previous laps. And every time you're sliding it like this, you're just ripping off that right rear tire more and more until your 70-65 turns into 70-55 or something. And suddenly you've got not enough grip to hold on to it, and it ends up looking like that. Which really stinks. He had a 7th place finish coming up, only a couple laps to go, and just was not able to hold on to it. I'm sure that's so super disappointing. And then we saw this. Their exciting finish to the end here. Actually, yeah, right here. There's a couple Jeff Gordon schemes in this race. 19 still a great run. Still an awesome job for him as the 19 to get a P5, but look at how much he's sliding around. That is crazy. Just not quite able to keep that right rear on it enough. I think he could win one of these races easily if he were just a little bit more gradual with that throttle pedal on exit. And, you know, even if it's just, instead of going full throttle most of the way through the corner, just, you know, go about 75, 80, 85, rather than just going from, you know, I don't know, braking, getting to the mid corner, and then just going from 50 to 100, if that makes any sense. Keep it as a gradient rather than a light switch sort of thing. Lots of different ways you can convey that information. But works out for us. We get a win, and really didn't have to worry too much about it. The number 2 didn't really get a shot at us since he got into that accident with the 19. But I will definitely take it. We will look at the race results page now. Bring that up for you. Make sure you can see it, all that good stuff. Here we are. 2841 strength of field. We will gain 47 I rating, getting closer back to 5,000. 172 championship points. Feeling pretty good about that one. We do not get the fastest lap. That was the 19. So, you know, that might have been where he started getting those right rears a little bit too hot. You know, obviously he's really fast. He's got the speed to win one of these things. I think if he just managed that right rear a little bit more, he could probably do it. So good luck to him if he gives us more tries. I can see it. I can see this 19 playing spoiler and getting a win. The 15, by the way, does end up in P2. Another great run right there. So Phoenix working out really well for some guys. And works out well for us as well. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, sorry we didn't have too much side-by-side battling and stuff, but hopefully entertaining enough. And maybe, I don't know, maybe I said something that'll help you out. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not that great, but maybe something will help out. Anyway, appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.